right? So you're gonna get 15 no's before you get one yes. But that one yes will supersede all those no's that you got, right? From when I tried to get into HR, I got a whole bunch of no's. When I tried to move to LA, I had been out to LA 15 times in 7 months, back and forth. Every 2 weeks, I was flying back and forth from DC to LA because I wanted to come out here. And it was frustrating, it was expensive, right? It was taxing, but I knew I wanted to come here. And I knew I had done everything I can do on the East Coast, I was ready to come. And if I had stopped at the third no, or the sixth no, or the 13th no, right, I wouldn't be here, right? And I would say life has been really, really good to me since I've been out here in LA, and it's because I've stretched myself. I came out here not knowing anyone. I stretched myself out my comfort zone. And so I would say definitely don't give up. No matter how many no's you get, that yes is coming. You just have to keep.
That's your question. You're in HR. What is the greatest mistake you see young college students make when they enter into the workplace that if you could tap them on the shoulder, you would tell them, don't do that again?
Expectation is the mother of disappointment. I know from experience, right? And I teach at UCLA, and I speak to a lot of student groups there too, and let them know that you go from you're at the top of the totem pole when you're a senior, and then this whoop fall from grace when you're back in the workforce because you're entry level now, right? And people have always told you have this expectation that I have this degree, I'm going to make $60,000, $70,000, I'm going to be in the job that I went to school for, and that is not always the case. A lot of times it's not the case, unfortunately, right? So I would say set your expectations, be resilient, as you said, pack your patience, and again, because millennials, everything is at the drop of a dime. It's kind of a microwave society, and so you lack patience. I lack it too, so trust me, I get it, right? I will tell you, again, they have this thing of millennials, a bad word. They're impatient. They expect to be, in a job for 6 months to get promoted. It doesn't work that way. You really have to show your worth. Just doing your job isn't enough to get promoted. Doing your job is enough to get a paycheck and not get fired, right? What you need to do to get promoted is to go above and beyond your job, add value to the organization, see how you can save the organization some money, do something that is outside the realm of what is on that job description to show that you can get to the next level. So my advice to you all would be, whatever you think it's gonna look like when you graduate, forget it. It's not gonna look like that, right? But the good thing is you have the ability to create what you want it to look like, but you have to pack your patience, and you have to be resilient, and you have to be able to switch gears, because it's not going to be a straight line. It'll be this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay? But it will pay off eventually. But again, we all have been there. I said you start off as a receptionist, right? Now she's kicking it with Riri, right? Right? So So don't just think, well, I'm in this entry level job, I'm never going to get somewhere.
It doesn't. Do you think makes a successful brand? I'm talking about people and not companies like Apple.
Okay. Well, you know what? First of all, you have to be authentic, right? You have to make sure that your brand truly represents you and what you believe, because especially nowadays, we thrive with authenticity, right? Why do we love Chance the Rapper? Because he's independent, and he's like, I'm not going to buy out the establishment, I'm going to make my own thing, right? And that's why we kind of gravitate towards him. So you want to make sure that your brand speaks to your values, it speaks to what you want to portray to the world, and you want to be consistent with that, right? So you don't want to speak a certain way or portray a certain image in this way, but don't do it in this way, right? So whatever brand you want to portray, consistency is key, right? Because it's very, very easy for people to not trust you when they feel like you're kind of being hypocritical, or, well, you said this on one side, but now you're doing this on this other side, right? So consistency and staying authentic is the key to definitely, making sure your brand close it up and say, my professional mistake was more of a professional regret. So like I said, I originally wanted to, do entertainment PR and work in media, but because I was comfortable staying in DC and I didn't want to leave, I took another path. Though I enjoy what I do, I still have these what if moments, what if I would have stuck with it? And So I just want to let you all know, don't let comfort keep you in pigeonholed. You know what I mean? No person that is in a position of power has ever done so because they stay comfortable. You know, going back to your intern example, I love Puff, and Puff is like intern extraordinaire, right? Puff went to Howard and was up and back to New York on the train, sneaking on the train, all that, right? To now he's Puff, P. Diddy, Brother Love, whatever you want to call him now, right? But it wasn't comfortable. Everyone that is in a position of power and leadership, they stretch themselves.
Yep.
And so and you never want to have the question of, damn, what if, because I have a lot of friends in entertainment, and I still have these what if moments. I kind of feel like, that ship is sailed now, but it's not a good feeling to have. So don't let comfortability keep you stuck, because you might miss out on your passion and what you're truly meant to do.